It's late at night, maybe 2 a.m., and you're still awake. Not because you want to be, but because your mind won't stop. You keep thinking about that conversation. You replay it again and again and again. What did they mean by that? Did I say something wrong? Why did I say it like that? And then it shifts. Now you're thinking about tomorrow. What if I fail? What if things don't work out? What if I'm already behind? And suddenly, your mind is no longer just thinking. It's racing. One thought turns into 10. 10 turns into 100. And before you realize it, you're not solving anything. You're just stuck, going in circles. You tell yourself, just stop thinking. But that doesn't work, because the more you try to control it, the louder it gets. And this is the part no one talks about. You think you're being productive. You think you're figuring things out. You think you're preparing for the future. But you're not. You're creating problems that don't even exist yet. You're fighting scenarios that haven't happened. You're exhausting yourself inside your own head. And the worst part? It feels real. The stress, the anxiety, the pressure. Even though nothing is actually happening, you're just thinking, and slowly, without realizing it, you start losing control. Not of your life, but of your mind. And once that happens, everything feels heavier. Simple decisions feel overwhelming. Small problems feel massive. And peace feels impossible. But here's the truth. This isn't happening because your life is broken. It's happening because you never learned how to deal with your thoughts. And once you understand that, everything starts to change. Because overthinking is not a problem of intelligence. It's a problem of control. And in this video, you're going to learn something different. Not how to stop thinking. That never works. But how to stop being controlled by what you think. Because your mind will always create thoughts. But you don't have to believe every single one of them. And once you see that clearly, for the first time, the noise starts to fade. It starts small, a message you didn't expect. A sudden change, a tiny disruption. At first you think it's manageable. It's just a bump in the road. It'll work itself out. But then your mind wakes up, and it doesn't stop. What if this ruins everything? What if I can't recover? What if I already failed? One thought leads to another. Another thought multiplies into 10. 10 into 100. And suddenly, you're not solving anything. You're trapped. Your mind has turned against you. You tell yourself, just calm down. But it doesn't work. The more you try to control your thoughts, the louder they get. You replay every scenario, every mistake, every fear. And the worst part? It feels real. The stress, the anxiety, the pressure, even when nothing outside has changed. You are fighting ghosts. You are exhausted, inside your own head. Simple decisions feel impossible. Small problems feel catastrophic. And peace feels unreachable. This is the moment most people never recognize. The moment life hasn't beaten them yet. But their mind already has. It's not the job loss. It's not the argument. It's not the missed opportunity. It's the spiral inside your own thinking. And this is exactly where control slips away. But here's the truth. This isn't weakness. This isn't a personal failing. It's the mind doing what it always does. It creates stories. It predicts disaster. It fights against uncertainty. And until you see it clearly, it will always feel bigger than it really is. But awareness changes everything. Because once you notice the spiral, you can step back. You can pause. You can begin to take control. And that is where freedom begins. Now that you see it clearly, the spiral, the storm, the noise in your mind, there is one truth. You are not your thoughts. Thoughts will always come, uninvited, unexpected, and sometimes loud. But thoughts are not commands. They are just thoughts. And this is where Stoicism becomes practical. Step 1. Pause before you react. Before fear drives your decisions, Before stress dictates your words, stop, breathe, notice the thought, label it. Ah, here's worry. Ah, here's fear. Ah, here's anger. Just noticing creates space. Step 2. Ask a simple question. Is this real or just a story my mind is telling me? Because most of the chaos exists only in your imagination. Step 3. Shift your focus. Instead of chasing control over the world, focus on what you can control: your breath, your posture, your words, your next action. Even tiny control over these breaks the illusion that your mind is running the show. Step 4. Reframe. Stoics call it perception management. When a thought screams, "What if I fail?" Answer, failure is not the end, it is feedback. When fear rises, this is discomfort. Discomfort is growth. Every thought becomes a tool, not a tyrant. Step 5. Anchor yourself in action. The mind spirals when it feels powerless. Do something small. Make your bed. Write one sentence. Send one email. Move one muscle. Action breaks the mental storm. Step 6. Practice daily awareness. Spend 5 minutes observing your mind without judgment. Thoughts appear. You watch. You breathe. You return. And slowly, control returns. The spiral loses power. The storm calms. And eventually, you see clearly. The world hasn't changed. Your problems haven't disappeared. But you are no longer trapped. Your mind is yours again. And that is where freedom begins. Next time your mind starts racing, pause. Notice it. Don't fight it. Don't push it away. Just observe. Your thoughts are not commands. They are visitors. They will come and go. And sometimes they lie. Everything is falling apart. Nothing will work out. Everyone is judging me next time. Hear them. Label them. Ah, fear. Ah, doubt. Ah, overthinking. And then let them pass. Return to the present. Your breath. Your body. The moment you are in right now. The spiral only exists when you believe it. So when the story in your head grows louder, remind yourself, this is just a thought, not a prophecy, not reality, just a thought. And the more you practice this, the more control returns. The storm inside your head begins to calm. The noise fades. The pressure softens. And finally, you see clearly. You were never trapped by life. You were trapped by your reaction to it. And that is where the loop breaks. Awareness is the key. Pause, observe, return. And in that space, your mind becomes yours again. Not chaotic, not overwhelming, but calm, steady, free. Your mind will keep talking. It will whisper. It will shout. It will warn. It will judge. But you don't have to listen to everything it says. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer, the one who notices, the one who chooses. Control does not come from stopping your mind. Control comes from seeing it clearly. And choosing. Pause, breathe, respond deliberately. The world will still be chaotic. People will still act unpredictably. Life will still throw challenges your way. But you are steady. You are calm. You are unshakable. Every thought is just a thought. Every fear is just a feeling. You decide what has power. And when you practice this, when you live it, even the stormiest nights become quiet, because peace does not come from life slowing down, it comes from you, from the space between thought and reaction, from the gap where choice lives, from the moment you step back and say, I see you, I hear you, but I will not be controlled. And in that space, freedom exists, clarity exists, calm exists. You are no longer trapped. You are steady. You are free. Your mind may keep talking, but now you are listening only to what matters. And that is everything.